Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. I am Lily, and in this video I am doing a playthrough hardcore Northern Norway slow, and I think we might struggle. We're going to start, of course, in the proper ice age 10k BC, and we will probably have to coast hop from place to place to place to place to first of all find food, which there won't be much of, and what there will be even less of is anything to produce anything from. We probably won't even be able to build a flipping pelt hut. We will find out. Okay, so hardcore, slow for sure. We are going to go as far up in Norway as we can possibly get. We're going to do 10k BC, of course. And up. We cannot get any further. This is as high up as we can get. I'm not sure we should start here because we probably won't have anything. Nothing. We might have a bit of fish and a clam. That's it. We need also, of course, to have sticks. If we don't have sticks, we can do nothing. So then we just need to yeah, look at all that. Look at all this. What is this? Oh, that's that one. That's the ugly plant. I don't even know if it's in public. I have no clue. Okay, let's go here because that's where the food will be from. If we don't have sticks, we can't make weapons. If we don't have sticks, we can't make fine sticks. Oh, at least we have fish. That's probably the only thing we're gonna have. Let me see. Let's see what stuff we've got. Oh, duh. That's not what I wanted. Let's have a gathering group. Let's just see first. Okay. Oh, we don't have sticks. Okay. I was afraid of that. We basically won't have anything. Not even roots. Yeah, that's it. We do have clams. I kind of knew that because up in the more northern part where we are now, there has been an increase in clams and fish. So at least you have something to live off while you are fighting your way through the centuries. Because it's not going to be any milder until closer to below 9k or right around 9k. Then we might get a few more things. We probably have to migrate downwards and downwards and downwards to try to find a place that has sticks. Because if it has sticks, then we have a chance. Because then we can build weapons and hunt. But look at all the stones though. Yeah, a lot of stones. Let's just see how we fare. We're just gonna ravage the area and then move on. We're not even gonna wait till all food is gone, because the second people have to walk the entire day to reach food, then you're gonna be on a loss. That is a loss. You need to just up and leave. I'm not even gonna attempt to try build it because we don't have sticks, we don't have logs, we don't have anything. We have raw stones and that's it. That's everything. Yeah. We're going to move further down because that's what we want to do. We want to try to find sticks. So I'm not too hopeful that we're going to find sticks. Not too hopeful, but at least we're going to try. And I only want a small part of ocean because that means that everything, the resources in it, is concentrated in a smaller area, so I don't have to walk so much. That is why you see I'm aiming for only a very small percentage of the square to be with the ocean. Okay, crossing fingers. I doubt we'll have anything at all, but at least we will fish up the food. Okay, let's have a look. It's just as desolate. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love that. Look at the mountain right in front of us. Oh man, I want to come here later. I want to go back here. Seriously, I want to go back here and live a bit. Because that is so awesome. I have to take a screenshot. Post it on Steam. It's just so beautiful. It's got to be done. All right. Let's see. Oh, we have mud. I'll be darned. Well, won't do us much good because we have nothing we can build it with besides. Because the Mesolithic offering demands fine sticks, and I don't want to spend my fine sticks on that. Okay, we have none of the food. We do have fish, and we have at least 4 pools. Otherwise, there wouldn't be 4 people taking the spots. We can't make weapons because we need those fine sticks for peltats, but we don't stay long enough to justify building a peltat. We are here like 1 night, that's it, and then we move on. Yeah. It's a pity though. But then again, you will probably only have hares and a few rats here. So they will be spending manpower, workforce, on things that only benefits 1 person. So that's not so grand. Yeah, we're not going to stay here long, that's for sure. Just going to keep moving south. Eventually we will find sticks, won't we? We will. Oh, I'm not sure we're actually going to get ocean here. It might be too small. Ooh. We shall find out. In any case, this is indeed going the way I thought it was going to be. It's going to be a coast hopping expedition. There it is. Can we reach it? Why is it red? What the heck? Is it too far away? Look, there's absolutely nothing here but stones. It's just ridiculous. And those weird ugly plants. I don't know what they are, but they are on testing server. No. No! I was afraid of that. But guess what? We're just going to move on. Moving on. Okay, now we will have water at least. I had too little. But that's fine. So the first sign that something is going to be better for you is when you start to see trees. Because if trees can grow, then other things can grow. At the moment we have nada. Zip, zilch, nada. So many stones. Okay, let's see. Do we have sticks? No. And we don't have fiber either. So we can't place a crafter to start making ropes either. We can do nothing. Oh, no roots, no berries, no honey, nothing. Not even kale. Nice. Yeah, too cold for kale as well. Kale is supposed to be, or it is, a cold climate plant that will thrive when it's more cold and temperate rather than warm and temperate. Okay, so yeah, let's get the fish, get the clams, and move on. That's all we can do. This is what you get when you start 10 kbc. These plants, I think they give, what do they give? I can't recall. I don't remember what they give. Imagine that this is what our forefathers faced when they came here around 11 kbc, but they of course went further south, didn't they? They weren't as high up north as we are. They started coming around 11 kbc. Why are we not going over the water like here? That's just weird. Look at that. Instead of going over the water, they go all the way around. So even though the depths have increased, the depth they are willing to traverse with boat, it is still a lot of routes that are way too long anyway. Look at the food going down and down. God damn. Need more food. We can't rely on raiding either. We don't have any weapons. That's going to be a mute point. Right. Look what our surprise. We have nothing. Oh, wait. 2 stones people can sit on. That's amazing. And the mud pile. Actually, a mud heap. It's a heap. It's a pile when in its camp, and it's a heap when it's out in nature. No. No. Nope. It's not likely going to have anything else. Right, at least we have clams and we have fish. We desperately need sticks. We're never going to get sticks, are we? Or not until we're closer to like 9k and all the way as far down south as we can within the square we are migrating. Well, we might have to wait millennia. But we are patient, aren't we? Very patient, yeah? At least that's what we claim. Okay, so I'm just going to wait till the workouts are over. Then we're going to migrate again. Moving down, more and more south. Not much else we can do. But I guess this is kind of the same thing as our ancestors did. They stayed in one place until there was no more food, and then they moved on. I mean, what other choice did they have? At least this early, I guess they had to migrate quite a bit. But yeah, we are following in their footsteps. Okay, let's see if we got any sticks here. I doubt it. Doesn't look like it. Let's go close to the ocean. Let's see. No. Food. No. No. Nope. Nope. Okay. Can you imagine our ancestors coming and knowing that if there's no food here, they could die, and then they have to move on? Can you imagine the physicality they had to build in order to be able to survive such a life? I mean, I wouldn't last a week. We are so spoiled in comparison, I think. But you know, they didn't know anything else, did they? That was all they knew. The hardship of getting food. Can you imagine the parents of kids, how worried they would be constantly about their kids? Not only considering that they were struggling to get food, but also that they had nothing to help them survive, like infections. If you had an infection, they might have had some leaves or some shamanism medicine that, you know, could only do so much in comparison to what they can do today. But still, it must have been such... Oh, wait, did I see a few trees? I did. We might actually be a little lucky and get a few sticks. Wouldn't mind that at all. Still no food, though. But we do have fiber. I guess it's not so bad. It's not good for nothing. Let's see if there's... Nope. Not a single stick. But if we had access, we could chop the trees and they would give sticks. But we don't have access. We're far from access. So yeah, I just gotta give up on that. Yeah, let's do the usual. Clam up and fish up, whatever there is. I just worry that the fine sticks and the leather is gonna decay away before we can actually use it. Just have them ready to rumble and do stuff. Because we have fiber, I mean, yeah, you can see the plants are starting to come. Not only because we're going down in timeline, but also because we're going more and more south. Yeah. So that makes sense. Look at that. That one is the stone pit out. I'll probably have to go get a lot of stone and rely on that one for a while when we get it. Yeah, just getting ready to move on again. It's from cheek to jowl here, from hand to mouth. There's so little to eat. Moving more south. Not much else we can do. And we need to make sure that they sleep on the travel. That means that they are resetting all the lack of housing unrest. When you get that and they are sleeping, that means that you're safe to move on in the morning. Then they have slept, and all the unrest is gone away because they've slept while they were traveling. So that's a tip that you guys can use if you struggle. But remember, you can't get rid of work hour unrest while traveling, nor can you get rid of unrest due to famine. And certainly you cannot get rid of bad fitness that is coming from either overwork or from starvation. I definitely took a screenshot now, because that is just something I love to see like that. I'm just so fascinated by that kind of nature, mountains like that. So we have a tiny piece of water here, but it will have fish and it will have clams, and they won't have to walk for half the day to get to it. So yeah, this is a good thing. Still no sticks or logs or other food and clams. So yeah, we have to continue with our grasshopper lifestyle. Ravage, then move on. At least we've got fish and clam. Seafood diet it is. Nothing wrong with seafood. That is so beautiful. I'm a true polar bear, except when it's cold. Here in England, after living in England for so many years, I'm no longer a proper polar bear because I freeze. But previously, we could easily manage a lot of minus degrees. I remember walking to school when I was young in 40 minus. Seriously, not even kidding. Yeah. This is the thing about England in comparison to Norway. England tends to stop up for a high degree, a very large degree, when there's a lot of snow, or at least when there's more like more than a few centimeters of snow. Then they just stop completely up. In Norway, there is no excuse to not go to school or to work. None whatsoever, unless you're dead. Even snowed in is not an excuse, because you can dig yourself out. I remember digging myself out when I was young. Digging myself out. We couldn't open the doors. We had to start with spoons. Dig with spoons. And then as the door became bigger and bigger, we could start using shovels. You know, the door space. So that was interesting. Yeah. I as a hardcore player, I play around a lot with policies, and that is something everyone should do. It's odd that we had a few trees in one place and then now we have nothing. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be the usual. Fish and clam. I'm pretty sure of that. Still no sticks. Nope. I think the best thing I can do is just to not record all these jumps, because now you've seen how I do it and how you can do it. If you want to start up here and start in 10k BC, you will have to the entire first millennia, I'm sure, coast hop. Now we have done quite a few hops. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the recording until I've actually found a place that has sticks, because that means we can actually settle. We are still almost as victims too. We are still relying on the environment to feed us though, so it doesn't mean we can stay there forever. If we can stay there for like half a year or a year, we are actually going to be lucky. But I think that is actually a good idea to not record all the coast hopping, because it will probably be a bit boring for you guys. I mean, it's not like you're being enriched by doing the same over and over and over again. It's just how much fish and clam can we get from this place in comparison to the last space. So yeah, winter is something I really enjoy. I enjoy winter a lot, even though it's cold. But we are so privileged. We have electric heating or gas or whatever people are using. We don't have to sit and freeze. Although I do really enjoy open fire, because I grew up with open fire. I used to live when I was young in a house where there were no indoor toilets, there were no electric heaters. We had to do everything the old-fashioned way. Outdoor toilet, including using the oven with real firewood. That was the heater we had, and that was it. That was all we had. But I don't remember anything bad from it, though. You know, you get used to things. You are used to what you're grown up with, and it's just per today, at least for me, for my sake, that I sit being, you know, spoiled with everything handed to me of what heat and food and everything. Right. So we can see that the devs have increased the fish and the clams, because normally you will get like 2 clams and that will be it. I need to put on a little bit of rationing here, I think. But yeah, I'm going to wait till I actually find sticks before I record anymore. And will you look at that? 400 years later, and much more south, we have an entire flipping wood. And of course we will have sticks as well. Otherwise there's a bug. But unfortunately I landed in the dark. I can't see anything. Yeah, just hopefully we are close to the water. Or maybe not. No, we're not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so yeah. We can go down on the fisherman for sure. Now we can get the fireplaces and start plunking down the pelt huts. You can see we have berries and we have roots. Roots are not loved still, no matter timeline, but it is surviving basically. That's all there is to it. So these now are making proper weapons. So that's good. Yeah, wherever's free, you will go get more food. So we have hunters. And we could also start getting some straw. Remember, straw comes with you when you migrate. So yeah. But we don't have a lot of food, you can see. There's not a lot of food at all. But we have sticks. You can see we are in below 9.6. Well, 9.6. So we've been roaming for 400 years before we managed to find sticks, and all the way down south. But then again, as we want to go into the Neo, we need to start moving our way up north again to get to the either to the river, or I might go and make a settlement by the beautiful mountains I found up there, which I absolutely loved. Definitely a maybe there. Let's put down work hours. They still have to share the food because we have so little of it. They have to manage on half rations for a while. Okay, now we got some bit more food in. Now we can focus on doing other stuff, like, you know, comfort. Fireplace is definitely the way to go. And a few raw stones are needed as well, because the fireplace needs 10 and the pelt huts needs 5. Oh, that was weird. I put it to discrete, but it can't be discrete. We need to have it on continuous. Otherwise it looks like it's tagging along. It's really weird. Yeah, that's much better. Fluent. There was nothing discrete about the discrete option, to be honest. A little bit disturbing. I can't complain. I've got over 110 frames. So I I have no need to complain at all. But then again, the tribe is tiny and we haven't built anything. So I will be shocked if I didn't have at least 100 frames. Of course, when tribe is big, the frames will go down. It's just the way it is. So you can see as you go down in the centuries how more and more become available to you for you to harvest. How there are more types of trees and this weird plant here. Let's get some stones so we can get up the fireplace, because that's the only thing we're lacking. That's what the die mean. It means we are lacking a resource that locality has, but the camp does not. We don't always know if the locality has it, but of course the locality will have raw stones. There's no way you can run out of raw stones. We need to not do it anymore because we have kids. They need to eat. So if you are going to fiddle with the rations, make sure you don't do it long term, because you are killing your kids for sure. So let them have food in the evening, full meal, and then you ration them again in the morning, because then they catch up. So that their fitness become maxed out again. And then you can, add more rationing and then have it a day or two, and then you need to calm it down so that they can eat up again. So you can do this. You can get away with doing this for quite a while, actually. And it's quite common for at least me, because I like to start in 10 kbc where there is nothing, to always be on the brink of starvation. The only time there will not be a red apple in my hardcore tribes is during the Neolithic timeline, when we have plenty farms. That's the only time where the red apple will go away. Or when someone has felled a really big animal, or if the hunters have felled 2 big animals and everybody is stripping. I wish there was a more high base priority thing to do, that when animals got killed, that everyone free in the tribe would go and help strip it and carry it to camp. I also, when that is said, would like to see that the prey that is being felled is not stripped where it is. I want the hunters to carry it to the camp, and then whoever's in the camp can take care of those, while the hunters either go back out again or start working with the stripping themselves. I think that is just as astute as anything that is in game at the moment, because we need to remember that what is not astute is to leave the corpse overnight. We don't leave the corpse overnight. We take everything with us, maybe apart from some of the innards, and that's it. Some of the intestines and stuff. But even those were probably used for something, If you go look at some of the Tudor documentaries, and I don't know if you guys have heard of Ruth Goodman. She's a British historian. She's excellent with domestic history, and she has done with a few other archaeologists, Peter Ginn and Alex, I can't remember his name, Alex and Peter. Those 3 together are amazing, and you could see the only thing, for instance, when you slaughter a pig, the only thing that couldn't be used on the pig was the squeak, and the squeak is the sound the pig makes. So that is actually a really good saying. You don't waste anything. But in our day society, watching these documentaries and seeing how things were actually done and how much people were willing to do, we are spoiled. There is no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But we have our fireplace. Excellent. I'm babbling so much I'm not paying attention to what's going on. How's the food situation? Oh my word. Ouch. He is very hungry. This could go really bad. I'm gonna migrate again. Can't have it like this. Oh, they came in after workout was over with quite the food. Anyway, too late. Migrating now. Trying to go a little bit more south. No, north. We need to go north. We need to go north. We don't have to go far, because we have several thousand years before we actually will see any benefit going further up. But we can't have it like people starving to death. So I sent out all of them. They came home with food, and then we migrate, and that's just how we got to do it. Yeah, let's find the water. But at least we've got sticks. Why can't I go closer? Am I... Have I planted myself? Oh no, there it is. Duh. Duh. I tried to go the other way. That wouldn't work. There you go. Some food. Good. I'm going to place down storage areas so that they don't have to walk around for half a year to find food to eat. Because when they don't have any place to put it and there's no fireplace and nothing, they just put it where they found it, you know, and people are going crisscrossing the entire locality to find food when they was wanting to sit down and eat. And that is such a waste of time. So this is what we're doing. Yeah. Let people eat. Go work. Because we cannot waste anything. As you can see, the tribe has a correct name. Coast Hoppers. It's difficult to say. It's not a flowing name, but it is an astute name. It's a correct name. It fits. How are you doing? Yeah. Finally got to eat properly. Poor little dude, he was so close to... Oh, the other one is a bit older, isn't he? He is. Yeah, he started working. This one is a little bit too young yet. It's in their 8th year, it seems, for this age level on the policies. They start between 4 and 6 years on the max out work age policy. On the last notch. So the first night is definitely going to be focusing on food. What the fuck? Right, I'm gonna wait with migrating a bit because there's still a bit of food here. See, we have roots now. You can see going from complete tundra to forested area, it's showing the difference. Ooh, migrants? Our first migrants. We'll take her, definitely. Oh yes, wooden tridents. I'll take that any day. Now we can fish faster. More furiously. This is nice. This is exactly what we needed. We needed a better tool for fishing. Let's move on. We need to go further north. I'm not filming each and every coast hop. I'm jumping over a few, so it shan't be so boring, because this is just basically jumping from place to place after a few days. So I'm going to do more proper recording when we have better localities where we can stay for more than 2-3 sleeps. But you get the gist. Starting at 10 kbc, I know that Norway is, yeah, coast hopping. That's it. That's all there's going to be to it. Look at all the branches laying on the ground here. There's a lot of them. Let's just find a place. Get down the fireplace. See if we can stay a few days. That wouldn't be so bad. Maybe we can even start to build some proper housing so we can stay for more than a few days, maybe. Maybe, if we're lucky. Maybe. Get some stones. Get some sticks. Get it going. That'll do it. So the next place we can actually stay a little bit. We're going to work on other things as well. We need to remember that we need to work on the skills. We haven't worked on the skills for architecture or stoneworking or tanning since we started. So we have to get going and doing the skilling up. Granted, after the devs added that you could no longer lose the Paleolithic simple tools or simple constructions, we still need to keep up with the skills because we want to learn more, don't we? We want to progress through the timelines. So yeah, as long as there is food, there's hope. So you can see we have more options. We have more tools. We even have bone knives. So that means we can easily increase our cropping time for getting straw and fiber and stuff. So not all tools are needed as such, because you have the majority of the groups and the majority of the tasks can be done by hand. But you do have some that you cannot do without tools. Like you cannot chop any trees without axes, and you cannot do any hunting without any tools. But the rest, you don't need tools. You can do it by hand. It will be slower, so tools are then improving your performance, which is a good thing. And you are going to need it when the tribe is bigger, because the balance is very fragile. So you need to play right, especially in hardcore. You need to play it right, find and keep the balance. And the balance is adjusting all the time. It's changing all the time. It's fluctuating with the environment and the seasons. And that's something you have to get used to as a player. If you are going to play hardcore and you're going to play in Region 1, specifically Region 1 North, you have to use every trick in the book, absolutely every trick in the book to survive. It's fine and dandy playing with less than 50 people, but as soon as you're over 100, you are inviting a lot more work. And I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect for this game. This is what I want. I don't like easy. I want to be able to figure stuff out and progress and push limits, basically. That's kind of what I like. So coming in with the meat as well now, red meat, which is always popular. Raw meat is popular. It gives +7. Actually, it's -7 unrest. So yeah, it's a little bit backwards system. Unrest is plus and happiness is minus. So it's, yeah, you just have to get used to it. It's just special with this game. Do we need to start thinking about making graves soon? I think we have enough food now to let people eat as they see fit. As long as you have children, small kids below 17, you need to be very careful. It so quickly goes really bad. Now we are tanning as well. So now we have 7 leather, but we need to get more fine sticks in order to be able to place down a pelt hut. But that will come. At least they're not sleeping in the open, but they will of course start to become unhappy unless they get the pelt hut. Or better, we just have the poor man shack besides the pelt hut, so that's all they're gonna get. We have no other choice. The devs have already planned. They have a lot of plans. They've shared some that they are going to implement effect on humans from weather. They already have implemented some that when it's pissing, pouring, raining, people will seek shelter a little bit. They will seek to go inside and sit somewhere or by the fireplace. But we wanted to also be the cold, you know, the minus temperatures. Like here, I want an added danger of freezing to death, you know. We want that. Let's see. Where do we want to go next? How far up can we go? Can we go a bit further inland? It's difficult to find something that's suitable. Maybe there. See if we can get a little bit more reason to stay for a bit longer than just 2 or 3 nights. Because now we have 0 food. God damn. Always so little food. Right. So what I want to see here are berries, roots, clams, fish. They will always be prey. Always prey. And devs have already said that they have increased the density of, well, that looks nice, of wild animals. So we will get more wild animals. But up in the very northern parts where we want to play, you just don't get aurochs, which is a bit annoying because they are the most profitable prey to live off, because they give up to several hundred meat on the adult males or the adult aurochs. Okay, get food. You guys can wait, just get food because we have basically nothing. You guys can wait. Oh no, not you. You guys need to go get food. Yeah, and also get some bones for the bone knives because they are always good to have. We just need to get some food in before the evening. Yeah, look, there are berries. Nice. Berries and roots, clams, fish, and raw meat. That looks good. Yeah. Because we need them to be happy as well. The happiness is high because we are resetting everything every time we migrate, except work hours, of course, and starvation. But they're not starving yet, and they're also not being worked to death, so they always always reset to 100% happiness. Yeah, so that is excellent. So that is a small tip you guys can use if you have issues with people having housing unrest. You can migrate your smaller tribes and then you are reset to 100% immediately. This your kid? Yeah, the little one. Well, it's definitely the last child she will have, that's for sure, because she will be too old after this child, I think. Unless she gets pregnant again immediately. It could happen, you never know. So we seem to be doing better with regards to the amount of time we can spend. And that belongs to also the timeline, because we're closing up to 9k BC, and then as soon as we are closer to 8k, we can probably stay for years. It is when it is the Neolithic timeline starting and we get the option to work ourselves towards farms. That's when we need to start doing some decent scavenge runs and get a lot of flint cores and a lot of fine raw stones and mass produce axes and mass produce everything, because we're not staying where we are. We're just there to bleed dry the environment, and then we are basically moving on. So yeah, I'm going to make a few of these series and post them a little bit sporadically because time is not a friend of mine at the moment. But we are going to complete everything I said we want to do. We want to go to Neolithic, do the farms, try to survive with as many as possible, maybe 200. We will find out. But until then, have fun and take care.